My parents lost a son that day and treated me like I took him. When I was 10, my family planned a weekend trip to the mountains. It was rare for us. We didn't go on many vacations, and everyone was excited, especially my little brother. He was 8, always running around and full of joy. My parents loved him loudly, proudly. I used to think maybe it was just because he was the youngest. But deep down, I knew. It was also because he was the son they wanted more than anything. They never said it out loud, but I saw it in small ways. The way my dad lit up when my brother asked to help with tools. How my mom bragged about his drawings but barely noticed mine. I was never enough. Too quiet, too emotional, too not a boy. I kept trying, but the truth stayed in the background like a shadow. We reached the mountains late that evening and set up camp. Dad parked the truck near a slope, and we all slept in a big tent. That night, my brother told silly stories with a flashlight under his chin. "Let's go exploring tomorrow," he said, eyes glowing. I smiled and nodded. I loved him. He was my favorite person in the world. The next morning, the sun was bright. My parents were busy unpacking breakfast near the fire pit, and we ran to the truck, pretending it was our spaceship. He sat in the passenger seat, and I jumped behind the wheel. We were just playing, laughing. I don't even know why I touched the gear stick. Just curious. But when I moved it, the truck rolled. It all happened so fast. We screamed. The truck rolled down the slope and hit a tree. I only had a cut on my arm. But my brother was gone. My best friend, my shadow, my partner in every childhood memory. After that, nothing was the same. My mom stopped brushing my hair at night. My dad stopped talking to me unless it was necessary. They never yelled. They didn't need to. Their silence was louder than screaming. They still gave me food, clothes, a roof. But love, that disappeared the moment my brother did. I used to stand outside his room crying. His toys were still there, untouched. I wanted to go in, but I knew I didn't belong there anymore. In school, kids whispered that I was the girl who killed her brother. I never corrected them. Now I'm older. I know I was just a kid. But when you grow up in a home where you're treated like a living reminder of everything they lost, and everything they never really wanted, it breaks something inside you. Some nights, I still dream about the truck. Some nights, I dream my parents had saved me instead of hating me. But I always wake up knowing I was never their choice. I was just what was left. But healing doesn't mean pretending it never happened. A year ago, I went back home after being away for a long time. My mom opened the door like she'd seen a ghost. My dad stayed in his chair, eyes on the TV. I sat down and told them everything. How their silence made me feel like a monster. How I hated myself for years. How I stopped celebrating my birthday because it felt like I didn't deserve to live. They said nothing for a while. Then my mom started to cry. She said they didn't know how to grieve both their son and the daughter who survived. That every time they looked at me, they saw what they lost, and they didn't know how to look past it. My dad finally spoke too. He said, "I thought you were stronger than us." I told him I wasn't. I was just a little girl. That day didn't fix us, but it broke something else, the silence. And from that, I started to rebuild. I don't know if they'll ever truly see me as their daughter again, but I see myself now. And I've learned to love the girl who sat in that truck, who cried alone, who carried too much too early. I was never the villain. I was a child, and that child finally found her voice.